Hey guys, welcome to my new video. In this video, I'll be doing an unboxing of Redmi K30, Xiaomi's latest mid-end device. And also I'll be doing a small comparison with the Galaxy A51, which is Samsung's latest mid-end device. Now this one is 8GB and 128GB option, but it also comes in 6GB with 64GB option. One of the main highlight of this device is 120Hz of display, which is awesome for a mid-end device. The price of this device is 1100 dirham, which is equivalent to 22,000 Indian currency, and the 64GB base variant is 850 dirhams, which is equivalent to 16,000 Indian rupees. So at the time of making this video, the device is not launched in India, but I'm sure Xiaomi will launch it in India soon. But if you're in Dubai or if you have any friends in Dubai, you can buy this device over here. You can see the number and the description on the screen. Just contact the number and you can buy this device. So without wasting any time, let's unbox the device and find out more about it. But before I start, kindly subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell icon so you will get notified every time I post a new video. So this is all what you get out of the box. You have the device itself. Now this is the purple color variant. It also comes in a red and the blue variant. Also there is a standard TPU case for the device protection. And as expected, the USB Type-C cable. And one of the best thing about this device, it comes inside the box 27 watt fast charging, so kudos to Xiaomi for that. Now let's unwrap the device and boot it up for the first time. Now this is the device. This is a purple color. Now this is a gorgeous, beautiful device by Xiaomi. It's a bit heavy, but at the same time, the build quality is extremely good. Xiaomi is using Gorilla Glass 5 support at the back and also in the front, which is good. Also you can see the big camera cutout. Now this does resemble the Huawei Mate 20 Pro. The color has beautiful gradient effect, which is awesome. Holding this device does feel that you're holding a premium device. So in terms of design, Xiaomi has done a good job. So on the right side, you have the fingerprint sensor, which also works as a power button, and the volume rockers on the top. At the bottom, you have the good old 3.5mm headphone jack. You have a single loudspeaker. You have the main microphone and also the USB Type-C port. On the left side, you have the SIM tray. Now let's see whether it has dual SIM card support or hybrid. So it has a hybrid support. You can either use 2 SIM card or use 1 SIM card with microSD card. At the top, you have the secondary microphone for the noise cancellation, and also good to see that old IR blaster still included by Xiaomi. Now let's turn on the device for the first time. So in terms of the design, if you're comparing with Galaxy A51, I think both of them looks quite nice. The Galaxy A51 has a plastic back, but this one has a more solid glass back. It has a premium glass back with a Gorilla Glass 5 finishing. But compared to K30, Galaxy A51 is quite light and it's more compact, so more easy on your hand. This is a bit chunky, you can say. The sides are a little bit more wider. If you're comparing with Galaxy A51, this is more premium, but Samsung has made an amazing design. So the setup is complete now, and this is the beautiful device. Now Xiaomi is using a Full HD Plus panel for this device, which is an IPS panel. Unfortunately, I think with a 120Hz of refresh rate, Xiaomi could have included an AMOLED screen. But still, I will say the display is pretty okay. It does not have that wow effect of the AMOLED screen, but still, I mean, for this price point, there is no complaint. Now one thing I have to mention that there is a small screen bleeding you can see on the LCD panel, especially near the dual camera setup on the front. It can happen with the LCD display, but that's one of the reasons why Xiaomi should have included a AMOLED display on this device. Now this one is running a Chinese ROM, but you can definitely install Google Play Store. I would be making a separate video for this. Now let's compare this device display with the Samsung Galaxy A51 display, which is AMOLED. Now both the displays are on the maximum brightness, but definitely the colors are more punchy in Samsung Galaxy A51. There is more contrast, the blacks are more deeper, and also there is a very small Infinity O display dot on the Samsung. On the other side, in Redmi, you have the camera cutout on the front, which is quite irritating while watching a video. Very similar to Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus or S10. I think the Infinity O design looks much more neater and much more cleaner. So in terms of the screen quality, I would definitely give an edge to A51, which is AMOLED screen, versus the Full HD Plus IPS display on Redmi K30. Now let's also test the sound of both these devices. Now Galaxy A51 and Redmi K30 both has a single loudspeaker. Now let's see which one is better. Now let's increase the sound to the maximum. So in terms of the sound comparison, I feel Galaxy A51 has more punch or more bass in the sound, and Redmi K30 has more surround sound. In terms of the loudness, I would say A51 is ever so slightly louder than the K30, but not a huge difference. So these phones are just rocking a mono loudspeaker, which cannot be compared to a stereo sound flagship devices. Now let's test the fingerprint speed of this device. It's very fast. It's extremely fast, almost instant. So the speed of the fingerprint sensor is awesome. But if you're a left-hander, you will have difficulty, for the unlocking. Now let's also test the face unlock speed of this device. Extremely fast. So both the fingerprint sensor and the face unlock speed of this device is awesome. It's really fast. This device is rocking a Snapdragon 730G processor, and the same processor you find in Galaxy A51 also, but there is definitely a difference in the benchmark. Now if you talk about the processor, it's a mediocre processor, but still it's good enough for daily usage. And also 730G is basically for gaming, so it has been optimized for gaming, so definitely the gaming performance on this device would be pretty decent, especially when you're playing the games in medium graphics settings. Now let's talk about the main highlight of this device, is its camera. So this device has 4 camera setup. At the rear you have the main 64 megapixel camera with Sony IMX686 eximor sensor. It also has a 8 megapixel wide angle shooter at the rear. Now there is also a 2 megapixel sensor for the portrait mode. And also Xiaomi has included a 2 megapixel macro camera for macro shots or close-up shots. The device can record 4K videos with 30 frames per second from the rear camera, but from the front maximum resolution is 1080p. But good thing is that device has an optical image stabilization, which is awesome for videos. On the front it has a 20 megapixel main shooter with a wide angle. Also it has a 2 megapixel depth sensor. Now let's enjoy some photos and videos coming from this camera and also compare them side by side with Galaxy A51. So this is the 4K video recording from both the devices. Definitely the Redmi K30 Pro looks better. And also it's much more stable. The optical image stabilization is much better. The footage of A51 is very shaky. The footage of A51 is quite shaky. So in terms of the 4K video, I think Redmi K30 is the winner. I think the camera quality on this device is quite decent, and also A51, both are neck and neck in a lot of pictures. In terms of video quality also, both of them has its own ups and downs. Kindly let me know in the comments which camera performance you like the most for photos and videos. Also there is a poll running over here, so you can choose your favorite camera. Now one of the best thing about this device is the 120Hz of refresh rate. Now usually you don't get to see this kind of option in mid-end devices. Even a lot of high-end devices does not include this option. So kudos to Xiaomi for giving this option. Now because of the high refresh rate, the performance on this device is awesome. Everything opens up very fast. I mean, it's very difficult to understand the refresh rate. You need to have a 120Hz of monitor to understand it. Now if you compare both of them side by side, because of the high refresh rate, the performance on this device is really snappy. Everything opens up fast. The scrolling, everything is very smooth compared to the Galaxy A51, which sometimes shows some kind of small lag here and there opening apps or scrolling. But this one is really fast and really awesome. So you have two refresh rate options. One is 120Hz and 60Hz. There is no 90Hz option. Now 60Hz is normal, which we get in most of the devices. But one negative thing about this display is that this is up to 120Hz display, is not always 120Hz. So system always optimize it. Sometime you are using the display with the option 120Hz, but system will just automatically use 60Hz of display, and you do feel the device a bit laggy, and you will feel the device is not that smooth a lot of times. Now overall, I will say that this is an awesome device. In terms of the pros of this device, I would say high refresh rate is one of the best thing of this device. The camera on this device is quite decent. So in terms of performance also, this is one of the best performing device for mid-range. Inclusion of 3.5mm headphone jack is also good. But yes, the main highlight I would say is the camera and the high refresh rate, which is awesome for this price point. I don't see any other competition for this device in this price point which is offering these kind of features, except for OnePlus 7 Pro, which is a bit high in the price. In terms of the cons, I will say that the display is just decent. It's not wow. It doesn't have an AMOLED display. The quality of single speaker is decent but could have been better. It doesn't have any IP rating, so no dust and water resistance. Overall, I will say for this price point, this is an awesome device, and Xiaomi has this knack of bringing up awesome devices for amazing price point. So the high refresh rate and the camera are two things which really impresses me a lot. Also the design is a bit chunky, but at the same time the design and the build quality is quite solid. So if you want to buy this device, the price is over here. You can buy over here. This is the shop I completely trust on. You can just dial the number and buy the device in Dubai, or you can buy in Amazon.com. I will provide the links in the description below. That's all for this video, guys. See you soon in my next video. Till then, goodbye and peace out. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the video, kindly hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I will really appreciate that. Also click on the notification icon, the bell icon, so you'll constantly get updated with my new videos. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Till then, goodbye.